Don't send DJ an email and say size matters and you deceived us.
Maybe that's a new t-shirt.
And this is such a nice truck, and he just wrecked his tailgate. I wouldn't have put that bale of hay back there if it was my truck, but he wanted another bale in there, so that's what we did. Good morning, Izzy. Hello, Trashy. Y'all having some breakfast? It's thundering out there. Well, what's up, guys? It's Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and it's raining. Completely obliterated my plans for the day. But I'm not going to complain because I just looked back at my notes, and the last measurable rainfall we had was October 21st. We got 1.7 inches. And then before that, it was like September 20th, we got an inch. Well, this is November 20th. It's been dry. It's been really dry, and we needed the rain. It's so strange, though. You know, you think about, like, just the seasons and, you know, weather patterns. It rained all spring and half of the summer this year. And we didn't think we were ever going to get away from it. Like, it just wouldn't stop. Flood after flood after flood. And then I even said back then, when it quits, when it finally decides to quit raining, it's going to stop and not rain at all. So now it's decided to rain right after all the leaves fell. This time of year, the leaves falling around here become a huge problem. I mean, look at our patio, our porch, sidewalks. You know, I was watching Mike Morgan from Outdoors with the Morgans the other day, just popped up on YouTube on autoplay, and he's always big into leaf blowing, and it's kind of been a thing on his channel. He wants his yard perfect, I guess. And he had one of those Buffalo turbine leaf blowers that we saw at the Equip show, and his was it's a 3-point hookup on a tractor, but they got that ride-on leaf blower. It like makes me dream. It'd be so cool. But I don't know what today's going to look like. I don't know what the morning's going to look like. We need to head over to the merch building and do some stuff there. I could start on a little project here on the Whacker Quacker, but I hate to do that without Houston because this is his project, so I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, but I am planning a duck blind for his little duck boat. Now, you can buy pre-built, pre-manufactured duck blinds, but I've got an idea that I think might work. And I've seen a lot of DIY duck blinds on the internet where they make like a scissor frame that collapses down, you know, and one side's a little taller than the other. And it's not an impossible build. It could be done pretty easy. But I think I've got an idea for something a little simpler. And I saw one. Uh-oh, there's my wife. I think she's ready to go to work. Cody's hanging out watching you. Look behind you. Anyway, so I bought some conduit, and what I'm thinking is if I build it's basically gonna go from the rear of the boat up to where that box is at, and I can put a 90 on here and make it elbow down and put like a 2-foot tall leg and a pivot point basically somewhere back here. I'm gonna do, you know, one on either side. So think about it like one piece of conduit with a 2-foot tall leg, and it bolts on right here and pivots down, lays down. So then if I stand it up on either side, it'd make like similar to an A-frame blind concept idea. And then I just take a bungee cord and hook the two together so they'd stay up, and then just camo knit down either side. Yeah, you're real interested in helping me build a duck blind for a boat, right?
I'm not.
Well, I'm not doing it without Houston. We're not doing it right now.
Okay.
But you're going to help, and then you're going to come out and help video some duck hunts at 6 a.m. when it's 18 degrees, right?
I'll help with that part.
As long as we're in here where that heater's turned on?
Yeah. I will not be going out into the duck world.
The duck world, huh?
Too cold.
Well, not right now. It's
Generally
not.
speaking, ideal temps. It's too cold for a DJ.
Yeah. Okay. Well, future project plans. No, you're not going to feed the cats. I already did.
Why are you over here? You've been complaining all morning.
Well, she was eating.
Oh my!
Her and Izzy were eating together. I have it on video.
Crazy all morning.
All morning. Yeah, it's 9:30 and DJ hadn't fed the cats yet, and Trashy has been at every door and window in our house stalking us.
7 a.m.
She was so hungry though. Now look at her. Yeah, she's satisfied. Hey guys, today's video is sponsored by Delete Me. Delete Me makes it quick, easy, and safe to remove your personal information from the internet. As a matter of fact, they're the #1 privacy information removal service since 2010. If you've ever gone to the carnival and signed up to win a car, your information was more than likely sold to someone and sold to someone else and sold to someone else. And these someone else's out there are called data brokers. And they compile a file of information on all of us on the internet and sell it to people that want to come hack your information, hack your credit cards, hack your bank accounts, or just annoy you with annoying spam emails all the time. So basically what Delete Me does, they use their own software, their own people to scour the internet for your information, and they send a notice to these websites that shouldn't have your information to remove it. Matter of fact, I'll show you my dashboard. So if you sign up with Delete Me, you'll get a dashboard on their website similar to this. Since September of 2024, Delete Me has reviewed 39,000 listings that could potentially have my information, and 95 different data brokers with my info. And that information included things like name, property records, address, court records, pictures. So if you want to give it a try for yourself, you can get 20% off all consumer data removal programs if you go to joindeleteme.com/arms20 or use the QR code on the screen. That's joindeleteme.com/arms20. Welcome to your sanctuary.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Don't show the back of my head.
Don't show the back of your head. Okay, I'll show the back of your... Never mind. We weren't looking at the back of your head, I promise. So, yeah. We've got a lot to talk about over here.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Okay, let's chat. So it's been 1 week since we did our Christmas launch. We did about, I fulfilled about 50 orders, but we fulfilled about 1,000 orders on Monday and Tuesday.
Yes.
And by we, I hauled a lot to the post office and I fulfilled a few orders. I kept the system flowing. And by keeping the system flowing, I mean I stayed out of the way. Because there were 4 ladies in here working. DJ, her mom, our daughter Emily, and her friend Tracy. And that leaves no room for me in the mix. I know my place. I stay out of the way. But
We'll go with that.
it went fantastically amazing. Too good in a way. We still don't have our raw pecans here. Okay? There's been a lot of folks email saying they can't find the pecans on the website. Because they're not here still. We're waiting to hear from Carl today to see if they can even go pick them up. But it's raining now, so I doubt they can even go pick them up until the weather clears. The sandbar pecans, the cinnamon sugar, that was new this year. We weren't sure how they would do. They sold out in less than 2 hours. The milk chocolate and the white chocolate sold out
The first day.
in the first day, within 6, 7, 8 hours.
Yeah.
There were like 1,000 bags each.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting more. Carl and Mary are working on the candy pecans. I just lump them all together. All 3 of the flavored pecans. They're working on those as we speak. As fast as they can possibly get them. But we're not going to put anything back on the website until we get everything. So that will include plain pecans, white chocolate, milk chocolate, cinnamon sugar pecans, and a Bear Memorial t-shirt.
Yes.
To meet the needs of all the requests.
Yes.
We do have a few other things though. So, other than not having near enough pecans, so we did 1,000 orders in a couple days. We could have done 2,000 to 3,000 orders if we'd have had everything.
Yes.
Hang on just a second. Okay, I'm sorry. Duty calls. I had to work.
Yeah.
Phone calls come in. Okay, so pecans sold out. They were only had chocolate. We only had chocolate. That was great. Except we didn't have near enough, and we're getting more as soon as possible.
Yes.
And we will get them on the website as soon as possible.
Yes.
Okay, there were a few things that we have to work through because you told everybody on the launch you were selling a few things that weren't here.
Yes.
The first problem, I feel like, maybe the only problem.
It's not even a problem. It's just a little
Okay, does size matter?
sometimes.
Okay, so we're selling candles. Does size matter? Okay, so the candles came in, and they were not quite what DJ was expecting.
They're a little small.
They're cute.
They are cute.
They're just like a candle, but smaller.
Listen, they smell amazing. I will say that. But me and my person that helped me order these, we did not fully read the description when we ordered these, apparently.
Hang on. So what happened was they did not. Sometimes ladies don't comprehend size measurements, so they ordered what looked like the candle they wanted.
It didn't look tiny on the image that was shown.
Yeah.
And so I didn't think to fully read the description.
So when she showed it to me, I said, "That says it's a 2-ounce candle," and she said, "Yeah, so." I said,
I mean, most of the time the candles I buy are smaller. They're about this size. I had no idea the amount of ounces.
"Okay, so let's just be clear. Size matters, okay?" So I saw they were 2 ounces, and I was like, 2 ounces? That's like a shot glass. And she's like, "No, look at the picture. It's a lot bigger than a shot glass." Then here's the candle.
It's so cute, but yeah. So I reduced the price.
Yeah, dramatically reduced the price because
I did reduce the price.
we have to apologize a little bit. It's not what we were expecting. So when you get them in the mail and they're too small,
Please don't send me a hateful email. I'm really sorry. And I did lower the price.
don't send DJ an email and say size matters and you deceived us.
Maybe that's a new T-shirt. It does smell amazing.
Yeah, here, let me get them a sniff.
Yeah.
Smells like, okay.
Yeah.
Vanilla candle wood something. Vanilla what?
Vanilla Woods.
Vanilla woods. Okay, so that was our only but we also had coffee cups come in that we didn't get to show on the live video.
Yes. And I love them. We're taking these home, actually.
Yeah,
know
so
you
our
love
issue
that,
in the
but-
past is we've always wanted to sell ceramic coffee cups, but we couldn't find a company that we liked that would box them for us.
Correct.
So these are coming pre-boxed so that they don't get tore up in shipping, don't get broken in shipping.
Yes.
So DJ's cup is the red, do your best, and mine is green.
Yeah.
Why'd you pick green for me?
What do you think?
Because every
That's
t-shirt
what
I want
we
to
have
sell is
to
green.
do, yeah.
I don't care what color t-shirt you buy as long as they're green.
Yeah.
I like green.
He does like green.
So coffee cups are here,
Yeah.
and they are available for purchase. ArmsFamilyHomestead.com.
Also, I mentioned on the live that I'd had issues on the system with out-of-the-country orders.
International orders.
Canada and international orders. And we got it fixed.
Got it fixed.
Yes.
Yes, we do
So-
ship to Canada.
Ship.
Yes, we do ship to England, Australia. I don't know, maybe Bulgaria. I don't know.
DHL should not be an option on there for you guys. If you see it, ignore it because I can't access that. So,
Also, there's a huge stack of boxes over there.
yeah.
That's something that we sold last year.
Yeah, I didn't realize the inventory was out of stock on the website because we have a lot.
Yeah, and what we're talking about is Arms Family Homestead blankets. I'm not going to open one. These are the same blankets that we sold last year. They're like a sweatshirt material.
Those same ones we sold every year.
They are on the website. Now, there's a few do your best. For some reason, I
think that's all that's left.
know there's a few, but for some reason, we have a whole bunch of Arms Family Homestead and not very many do your best. Maybe people like red more than blue.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Maybe women like blankets and they like you to do your best.
Okay. Well, yeah, what else? Merch is merch.
Yeah.
T-shirts, sweatshirts, all that stuff. We still have pretty much a good supply of, I think we bought a decent supply
Yeah.
of shirts this time. Usually we sell out of something like in 5 hours.
Yeah.
So I think we bought enough this time.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah. Okay, so bear with us. I promise as soon as possible, we will have all the pecan options available on the website. They will sell fast. I'm just going to tell you. There's only so many packages the Buchanan family can put together of candy pecans in a certain amount of time. So they're trying to get us another batch of 1,000 of each flavor of cinnamon sugar, white chocolate, milk chocolate. And then we're going to have probably 3,000 or 4,000 packages of regular pecans. But they have to package all of these themselves at the farm, at their facility. So it just takes time. I promise they will be on the website as soon as we can.
We will post it for you. We will tell you as soon as we get them.
That's right. Okay. Well, I need to go because it's not raining right now, and I just got a text message from a guy that's wanting to buy some hay. He's wanting to get some round bales of hay that I have for sale. So I got to go home, put a hay fork on the tractor, and go move some hay so that I can load them on a trailer for him.
I don't have to do that.
Okay, well, I worked for you, and now you're not going to work for me?
Mm-mm.
Actually, I didn't work for you.
I was going to say, what did you do?
I didn't fill any orders.
Yeah, no.
Listen, I had other things going on. I had business meetings.
You did.
Business meetings that I can't even elaborate on right now that it'll all work out. It'll work out.
It's fine.
It'll work out. Well, so much for the rain. It's supposed to rain. It is supposed to rain more today. It's just going to be off and on like this. And anyways, I luckily do have the hay fork on the front of the Kubota, but I don't have the rear hay spike on. So I'm going to go grab that real quick. Go move some hay from where it's stored in the field, on the field edge. And hope this guy doesn't flake out on me. He says he's on the way. We'll see. Flake out. He's sitting on my driveway. My goal would have been to have the hay setting where I needed it as soon as he pulled in, but things happen. I couldn't get home in time, but it's okay. I've still got quite a bit of hay to sell, and I've had it listed on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff since we cut and baled the hay. Problem is most people that just use 8, 10, 12 bales a year aren't really thinking about hay in the summertime. Until this time of year rolls around, they're like, oh, I need to find some hay. So that's where we're at. I kind of had an idea we'd be holding on to some of this hay for a while before we could get it sold, and that's okay. No big deal. I sold a bunch. Kind of made enough money to break even on cutting it, so most everything now is left is just profit. So it doesn't all have to sell at once. Somebody will need hay this winter, I can almost promise you. On the trailer, one in the truck?
I think we can put it forward.
You think we can put forward?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I didn't know how much more room we had to push, so.
A little bit, maybe come out a little bit, but still, I got some straps.
Okay, I'll go grab 2 more.
Hey, I don't know if you got a time, but maybe I can go put this one at the house and come back for more, you know, maybe you can bring some more.
I'll have them here ready. I was trying to get here earlier, so I had 5 or 6, 7 sitting here, but I couldn't get home in time.
Thank you.
Yep, I'll be right back. He's got 4 on the trailer and he wants to put 1 in the back of the truck. So it's gonna be quite a load for a little half-ton pickup, but I think he'll be fine. So I'm gonna put a bale on the back because lifting up high and trying to go over in the bed of his truck, this tractor's, it's a 60 horsepower tractor and the rear tires are filled with liquid. But without having some ballast weight on the rear, lifting, these are 1,000, 1,200, maybe 1,300 pound bales. It's a lot of weight, and even with a high lift capacity like this tractor has, that round bale is not all the way, you know, the lift capacity of a front end loader is at the pins, at the very front of the front end loader. Well, those bales stick out there 4 or 5 feet. It's a lot of weight, so I'm going to put 1 on the back, but I think he's going to make a second load, so I'm going to have all the hay over where we need it, so I can just pick them up and load them, and it won't take 5 minutes to get him loaded the next trip. So we'll see how it goes. for round 2. I did go ahead and move all the hay. I've got it pre-stacked and ready to go. He had about an hour drive to get where he's going and an hour back. I thought he might call and give me a heads up so I'd be here waiting when he got here. He just called and said, I'm here, where are you at? Eating lunch at 2:30. It's been one of those days. Tailgate?
I did it at the house.
You did it at the house with your tractor? Oh no. What happened?
I don't know, man. I think I just pushed it down a little bit with the tractor and then
And I feel horrible for this guy. He's definitely got too much weight on the bumper of this truck. And this is all his idea. It's a really nice truck. I feel bad, but he said when he got home and tried to unload the bale of hay, he tore up his tailgate. I don't know if you can tell or not, but the front end of this trailer is definitely overloaded. He's putting too much tongue weight on the truck, and he's got that big drop hitch, and I do feel bad. He's barely got any ground clearance at all. I don't know how he makes it. He's driving this thing almost an hour home. Ugh. And this is such a nice truck. He just wrecked his tailgate. I wouldn't have put that bale of hay back there if it was my truck, but he wanted another bale in there, so that's what we did. Ugh. Dang, I feel so bad. Well, off he goes. Scraping the ground almost. It's a very risky situation. You know, the pickup truck that's too small and a trailer that's too small for that amount of weight. But it's his choice, and I can't stop him. He also doesn't have any trailer lights. But okay, good luck, buddy. Well, it's the next day. Bright sunshiny day. It rained off and on for the last day and a half. I have no idea how much rain we got. I do want to go check the rain gauge at the big pond, and I may drive over and check the new pond. I was kind of hoping to get some work done on the new pond, but the rain came in and canceled all of that, so did not get to do that yesterday. That was one of my major big plans that got canceled for yesterday. But I cut the video short yesterday evening because we had to get ready for an event. Let me tell you about this. Hey, can I ride with y'all? Or y'all gonna make me walk? Scoot over, Kelsey. So last night, easy on the gas. Last night we went to our local annual, turn this collar so y'all don't try to get my phone number off Earl's collar. We went to our annual Ducks Unlimited banquet. If you're not familiar with Ducks Unlimited, oh goodness, she's annoying, isn't she? It's basically a conservation organization to raise money and support wetlands, waterfowl habitat. I think most everybody probably knows what Ducks Unlimited is. So we go to this banquet, and they give away like 40 or 50 guns at all of these things. I've never been to a Ducks Unlimited banquet, and it's quite the ordeal. There's a lot going on. But I took my wife and Emily and thinking, well, we'd be there for a couple hours. It started at 6. It did not end until after 10. They've got a pretty good system of trying to, instead of just trying to ask people to donate money to the organization, they do these raffles, and you buy ticket books. You get like 50 tickets for so much money, or 100 tickets for so much money. So we made our donation essentially to buy a ticket book. So we made a $250 donation, if you want to call it that. We bought a ticket book, and then you tear your tickets off and you put them in these buckets all around the room. There's 100 different buckets, and then I've got 14 other ways you can win guns and different things. But so we put all of our, Houston and I put all of our tickets in these buckets, and we were trying to win some decoys and different duck hunting items. And we didn't know the buckets were going to be the last thing of the night. We could have left. We didn't buy anything in the live auction. We could have left way earlier. My wife was like, we need to go. I said, I got $250 in these tickets in these buckets to try to win a $10 prize. So we didn't win anything until about the last 5 buckets, and they drew our number, and they're like, hey, you won a shotgun. I was like, oh, sweet. Houston got all excited, and I was excited. I still am excited. So we go to pick up the shotgun, which you can go look at it, and then you have to go at a later date to a firearms dealer and do all the paperwork to make sure you're not a convicted felon or an illegal alien or somebody that they don't want to have a gun. So I'm looking at this shotgun, I'm like, it's a Stoeger, a semi-automatic Stoeger M3020, which is the exact shotgun I bought Houston to duck hunt with and to pheasant hunt with and bird hunt with last fall. I was like, what are the odds, Kelsey? They gave away about 50 guns, probably 30 shotguns, and Houston and I win the exact model he has. Not complaining. It was cool, and the money goes to a great cause. Ducks Unlimited is a great organization. But that banquet was crazy. If you've ever been to a Ducks Unlimited banquet, and I know a lot of you probably are on the boards of your local Ducks Unlimited chapters and all that, it's quite the organization, and that banquet is interesting, to say the least. I don't think my wife and daughter will be going back next year. It's a 4-hour-long event that could have been wrapped up in about 2, but that's okay. I understand. They've got an open bar. You buy your tickets, it's included in the open bar, and I think they drag it out and make it a slow process so that 4 hours later some of these folks are 6, 7, 8 drinks deep, and their pocketbooks seem to open up more, because that's what I noticed. But it was cool. It was a good event. I had fun. Earl, where'd you go? Get back on here. Come on, get up here. So I'm gonna run over here and check the rain gauge on the pond and see how much rain we got, but I don't think it was a lot. Hey, looky there, Kelsey. Look what you found. By accident, Kelsey just found a big soft shell turtle. Hey, dogs. Gemma, you're gonna get your tongue bit off. Don't be messing with the soft shell turtle. I don't see a lot of these guys. Hey, come back. They're kind of fast if you can't tell. Come here. Ouch. He's trying to scratch me. They got sharp claws. I'm not trying to pick him up with one hand right now. Anyways, we don't see a lot of these big soft shell turtles. Gemma. Wish y'all leave it alone. Come on, Kelsey. Hey, Earl. Kelsey. Earl. Here. Kelsey. Here. Leave it. Kelsey. Kelsey. Leave it. Kelsey. Leave it. Leave it. Oh my goodness. All right. We got over the soft shell turtle debacle. Let's see. Pond dam's a little muddy, a little slippery. Okay. Well, we didn't fill the pond up by any means. And let's see. Earl, stay there so you don't get muddy, please. we got an inch and 2/10 of rain. Not a lot, but it'll be a good drink of water for our food plots and for all the cool season grasses that are growing and things. But I'm gonna run over and see what 1.2 inches of rain did for the new pond. So anyways, as far as the shotgun goes that we won at the Ducks Unlimited banquet, we'll go pick it up one day this week or something. The one that Houston has that he hunted with all last year is a camouflage color. This one's solid black, but basically the same exact shotgun. And I'm curious to see, I'm gonna ask the guys at the gun shop when we go to pick it up if we can use that as like a store credit and maybe pick out a different gun and not have two of the exact same thing. But if not, I guess we'll have a spare. Well, we caught some water. 1.2 inches means we had almost no runoff, so that's just water that fell in the pond itself. I still have some cleanup work to do. I need to do some final grading over in here. That whole area over there, as you can tell, is much cleaner, more smoothed up. I want to come back and do some final grading in here. Obviously, we still got some work to do on the back side, but that, Earl, get back on. You're not getting in the mud. Get on. You stay on here. You get all muddy. So, got some final grading to do, some cleanup, but for the most part, the pond itself, the actual body that's going to hold the water, is complete. So like I said, most of the work that we have left to complete is not really going to be contingent upon the pond filling up. We got a lot of work we can finish up, tidy up, clean up, but the pond is ready for water. Now we just wait for the big rains. Hopefully this winter we get a few big rains. We can get some 2 and 3 inch rains. We can get some runoff and do some good, and we'll have water in there and be ready to stock it. But before we get there, I do want to get some structure put in there. I'm not going to go overboard like I did on our pond because this is my neighbor's property. I'm not going to really just go overboard and put tons of structure in there, but I'll cut some logs and trees and build some brush piles and do a few different things with some stumps or something. If it stays dry enough that I can get down in there with the excavator or skid steer. But if not, then we'll just do it from the shoreline and throw some trees out in the pond. So we'll see. But I think that's going to wrap it up for me. I've got a lot of stuff I need to get done and chores to do today. It's Friday. We're probably going to go watch playoff football. Our local high school's undefeated their entire season, just like they were last year. If you remember last year, our high school football team made it to the state championship. We lost by 1 point on the last play of the game. We didn't make it into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. We could have kicked extra point and tied it, but we decided to go for 2 to win it as the clock ran out and lost to private school by 1 point. But this year we're undefeated again, and it's the second week of the playoffs right now, so we'll see how that pans out. But anyways, guys, remember, do something today to make somebody smile, because you never know, it just might change the world. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.